Good evening and welcome to our coverage of the Flexural Games 2019. I'm Matt Zimmerman.
I'm Teresa Vella.
And Teresa, I really hope things don't get too chippy out there today.
Yeah, hopefully everyone can carry their own load this evening. This evening we have three 40-inch 2x4s all competing for the highest flexural strength. We've got Woody Dry, Chip the Third, and Plank. All three competitors have chosen to take a different approach when it comes to training.
That's right, Teresa. Each competitor has used different hydration strategies to modify their flexural properties. Let's go down to Coach Darryl with competitor Woody.
Thanks, Matt. So Woody, I have trained him when he was a wee little bark. I have the greatest confidence that he will win this competition. I trained Woody for 5 years to get his water moisture content to 12%. Do you have any thoughts, Woody?
Yeah, Coach, I'll do my best. I'm gonna do the very best I can to get this W. Woo!
You're best right. We're gonna win this thing. You watch.
Thanks, Darryl.
And now to Alex with Chip the Third.
All right, guys, this is my prodigy right here, Chip. Now, it looks like Chip's got some pretty tough competition out there. But it looks of Coach Darryl, he doesn't look like he has a problem. So, Chip, I didn't cut him down and shape him into the wood that he is today. No, I've been training him since he was a little tiny bark, longer than Darryl. What Chip has and what Darryl can't teach him,
What's that, Coach?
is that he has a coach like me. All right, Darryl can't teach him anything that I can't teach him. As I've instructed Chip, he's been drinking water for about 3 days. Got his moisture content up to like 32%. Now that's pretty good. It's not great, but it's good. Looks like he's gonna do a pretty good job out there, and I got a lot of confidence. But it looks like if he loses today, then I'm gonna have to branch out and find some new prospects. Ain't that right, Chip?
That's right, Coach. I don't aim to disappoint.
Thanks, Alex. Now to Coach Andrii with Plank.
Matt, I trained Plank for 37.5% moisture content. He's been in the bathtub for 6 days. Plank, how you feel about this competition? You do good?
No, I do very good. I will win. I'll take trophy to Mother Russia.
So Matt, what do you think would happen?
Well, Teresa, I'm going to go on a limb here and make some bold predictions.
So this is the game setup for this weekend. We will have each competitor set up or configured into a simply supported beam with a point load in the center. And each competitor has a theoretical expectation according to our shear and moment diagrams here.
So we got Woody Dry as our first competitor with a moisture content measured at 12%. Now the modulus of rupture from the wood handbook was determined to be 12,400 psi. Taking our bending stress equation and modifying it with the max moment of PL over 4 and adding values for Y and I as H over 2 and 112 BH cubed, you end up with a theoretical max load, and that is determined to be 4,219 pounds for Woody. Now as for Chip the Third, who has a moisture content of 32, we couldn't just take the 12,400 psi from the wood handbook because that only applies to a moisture content of 12%. So we need to modify that modulus of rupture to 32%, which was taken from this equation, which comes straight from the wood handbook. We got the modulus of rupture at 12% and the modulus of rupture of the green, as well as an M value, which is the moisture content of Chip, and then MP, which is determined to be 25 according to the wood handbook. Doing the calculation for the modulus of rupture at 32%, we can see that Chip has a modulus of rupture of 5957 psi. Now, going back to the calculations we did for good old Woody over there, we can determine that the max predicted load for Chip is 2,027 pounds. Now for Plank, who has a moisture content of 37.5%. Using similar procedures, we determined that the modulus of rupture for Plank is 4870 psi and a max load of 1657 pounds.
And the strategy of higher moisture content certainly doesn't seem to be faring well for these competitors.
So let's go down to Hollywood for the games.
All right, Woody. I want you to get in there, do your best, and go break a leg, all right?
I do very good. I will win. I'll take trophy to Mother Russia.
You thought this was end? I will be back. Ha ha ha.